Yoder doesn't foul her. The crowd wants to travel. Bremen takes a triple, and Grubbs buries it.
Eliana, Grubbs.
Northwood, we were able to get the second champ point that we've been talking about.
Grubbs dumps it off inside to Kincaid
nice
for an
pass.
easy two. When you start hitting shots on the perimeter, the middle can open up, and that's exactly what Grubbs did that time. A nice drive. Bremen leads 8-7. Get pulled because of some blood.
Yeah, that's when you got a lot of cats out there. That's what happens.
That's right,
And what
Grubbs
a
with an
drive
easy
there.
left-handed layoff Panthers. And for the Lions, it's Alex Robinson. Grubbs brings it across the floor for Bremen. She reverses to Kincaid, who lets a three-ball fly in for three. That's long. Rebound to Bremen. Nice rebound by Grubbs. Eliana Grubbs pushes it left side. Has Foster. Instead, she splits defenders, scoops, and lays it in.
Wow.
What a skilled move from Grubbs that time. And Eliana gets two. She now has 7 for Bremen. Instead of Bremen, they throw it into Grubbs. Grubbs dribbling right, spinning, looking for Foster on the back cut. Got her, and she lays it in. Shively throws it ahead to Grubbs. Grubbs will lay it in. 3-point ball game, 34-31. Yoder pushing it up the floor for Northwood. And timeout, Coach Burkhart. Bremen fired up as they're making Foster thought about putting up the triple to tie it. Grubbs will, and she buries it.
It's all tied up.
We're tied at 34.
Yep, that first 4 minutes we talked about has been all Bremen.
That it certainly has. It's an 11-0 run now for
the game.
20-point performance for Edwards. Grubbs dribbling left, takes out Foster. The response is good.
Yes.
That one's long. Rebound to Grubbs. So Edwards goes 0 for 2 from the line. They push it ahead. Kincaid. Kincaid dribbles baseline and finishes for 2.
Boy, they scored quickly.
Yes, they
with the ball for Bremen. Three ball. That one.
Spread out. Spread out. Yeah.
supposed to do one of those ice baths.
Quick, quick, yes. Get there. Yeah, good job.
(35-21). Bremen continuing to battle here. A scoop and a score. That was nifty. Grubbs back up top. Pass inside. Nicely done. And the finish.
Yeah, nice job finding the cutter in the lane. You'll see it right here on the replay. Just cut into the lane, puts it up, left-handed, up and good.
Eliana Grubbs for the Bremen Lions with the finish. Jordan Johnson, her third. Foster can't get the fall. Bremen fights for it, knocks it in. Nice play there by Grubbs. Rebound comes out to Danica. Danica looks around, takes it herself, blocked out of bounds.
That was Grubbs coming up to meet her and knock the ball out of bounds. Elkhart going to inbound.
Naomi Moyer, number 22. Seems like, was there another Moyer a couple years ago?
Yeah, there was Kate Moyer. She just graduated last year.
Last
Cutting
year.
down the lane, count the goal and a foul. That's Grubbs in her first 2. In the post, Grubbs to a cutting Foster.
Oh, nice cut.
Got it to go.
Great finish with the left
11-3
hand. 3 here. Bremen with the lead and the ball.
Oh, count the goal and a foul. That's Grubbs.
Another and one opportunity. Not able to get it to drop.
Good help side defense by Bremen. Romer was kind of hunting for a shot there, couldn't find one.
I think that was Grubbs getting a hand on that one.
3-point try to the corner. Good by Emma
in the middle
Kincaid. Floor, and they got a shot in the paint. That's a good sign. But
Another
then Foster
ball.
gets wide open. Beautiful pass by Grubbs to Foster, 30-12.
Line basket, Foster.
Bremen's passing has been impressive here in this first half.
And I wish I had. Splitting the defense way off is Kincaid, but Grubbs comes down with it, and she is fouled.
Another offensive rebound.
And shooting a pull-up jumper is Kincaid. Rebounded by Grubbs to Foster to Kincaid to Grubbs.
Oh, nice move. Good
Yep.
shot fake.
She had Nance on banana peels and just took it right by her. What a nice play by Grubbs.
Getting back there by Wagers.
Foster to Shively. Kincaid. Grubbs off glass and good. 21-point lead.
Grubbs has 15, 8 of those in the second half for the Lady Lions.
Gets just outside the lane and kicks Heron, trying to go baseline. Bad pass, turnover. Foster inbound along the sideline. Oh, what a pass to Grubbs. She goes glass, misses, but she is fouled. And one goes to Shiley. Skip pass, 3-point try. No good by Foster. And what a play by Grubbs as she throws the ball off Kerr out of bounds. It'll be Bremen ball. Just a flying save by Grubbs. Scored. Handing it off. Nice play. Moyer to Grubbs for a layup. Just couldn't quite get the ears on it. Oh, this is a bad break for Culver Academy. Inbounded. Pull up Grubbs. Count the goal and a foul.
Eagle foul, number 30, her third. Returning to the Eagle lineup, number 10, V. Miller.
Colin Kerr.
At the line.
Her third, team's third.
To complete the 3-point play.
Miller in. Smith out for the Lady Eagles. Free throw. In and out. Who's got the board? Smith. Blocked by Grubbs. Smith gets it back. No. Shively, you can call them guards if you want, but they're very good rebounders as well. And the jumper is good by Eliana Grubbs. Outscored Rochester 17-11 in a game they won by 3. Offensive rebound by Grubbs. Oh, what a shot. Just manufacturing one off the glass. Inbounded to Cox. Good defense by Grubbs, and then she makes a bad pass. Getting crafty here. Turnaround way off by Cox. Grubbs gets the rebound. She throws it off the leg of Cox, out of bounds. Kincaid. Inbounds to Grubbs. Again, Kincaid, Grubbs, and Foster can all handle it. 3-point try. Good by Eliana Grubbs. And just like that, Bremen has their biggest lead. Ball gets knocked back by Valiant in the backcourt, and Grubbs runs it down. Yeah, we said Grubbs, Shively, Kincaid, and Foster can all handle a little bit. 3-point try. Good again by Eliana Grubbs. Post Cox, 3-point try. Grubbs no good catch. Boy, Bremen has been a lot more careful with the ball since the first quarter. 3-point try. Good again by Eliana Grubbs. 32-29 Bremen. Grubbs with 9 of Bremen's 11 points this quarter. Grazed the rim. Nope. Rebounded by Grubbs. High ball screen by Moyer. Grubbs gets around it. Now Grubbs will take Cox off the dribble. She drives. Count the goal and a foul. Eliana Grubbs kind of measured Cox. Thought she could take her off the dribble. Shot is way short. Feathers the rebound. Foster, 5 seconds. Oh, Kincaid was behind the defense. She gathers, shoots, and scores. 1 second, end of the quarter. Bremen closes the third quarter in a 12-0 run. I think some folks on the Bremen bench were just begging them to find Kincaid, and they finally did, and she laid it in. End of 3 quarters. Bremen 41, Tippecanoe Valley 29. You're watching Ava Egoff on the drive. Shot is blocked. Cox. Foul on Bremen. I think everybody in the building held their breath as Cox kind of threw her body into the paint. Again, she's got 4 fouls.
Number 12, Shively, her fourth.
But again, she planted Shively. Moyer. Grubbs. 3-point try. Good by Kyla Foster. Inbound pass. Egoff. Baseline. Layup hits the underside of the backboard. Whistle. Offensive foul on Egoff, and she's fouled out of the game. Was that Grubbs who drew it? I think it was. So if Valley's going to win this game, they're going to have to do it without Ava Egoff, their leading scorer, to 3 in the fourth quarter, 12-0. But as Foster wins the tip, and she scores, and she's fouled by Wise. She might be the one here. Smith goes baseline, tough shot, air ball, but can Smith run it down? She can. Shoots a short floater. No. What's the call? Grubbs. 3-point try. Good by Foster. 11 seconds to go. Bremen by 2. Hook shot. No. Hayden. No. It doesn't go, and Bremen wins the sectional. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It just fell off the rim as time expired. It would have counted, but it just fell off. The Bremen Lady Lions have won their first sectional title since 2020, their 7th in school history. Amazing game as they beat Tippecanoe Valley 55-53 in overtime. Oh. Gonzalez's runner hit the rim. It just bounded over the rim, and on the weak side was Hayden, but she tried put a little English on the ball, but it just fell off. Incredible game. This Bremen team is going to celebrate at midcourt. This was unlikely. They were 8-11 after 19 games. They had
for the runner-up game ball presentation.
They had to win their last 3 regular season games just to get to 500. And then won 3 games this week. They had to beat a John Glenn team they lost to in the regular season on Tuesday. Then a Culver Academy team that had won 8 in a row. And then a Valley team that had beaten them by 15 during the regular season. An absolutely heroic performance in the overtime by Kyla Foster. She scored 10 of her team's 11 points. They're waiting for a Valley representative to accept the game ball. This has got to be
Vikings for a fantastic season.
a hard moment.
And now,
Valley finishes the season 20-4.
the championship trophy to the Bremen Lady Lions.
And that is Rochester Athletic Director Kevin Reaney presenting the trophy, and Michaela Shively is there to accept it. Shively, the lone senior on this Bremen team. What a win. What a week.
And here's your score scoring recap from the championship game.
And Bremen will play Hanover Central in the regional next Saturday. The IHSA will decide where that game is going to be played.
Each with 2 points. Hadley Wise, 3.
You can take a moment here just to calculate some stats here.
Gabby Gonzalez, 14. And the Vikings were led tonight by Ava Egoff with 15. For Bremen, Naomi Moyer, 1 point. Tegan Feathers and Emma Lawmaster each with 2. Emma Kincaid, 3. Eliana Grubbs, 15. And leading the way tonight for the Lions and all scorers, Kyla Foster with 23.
So Foster, Shively, Kincaid.
3 minutes. Grubbs on the dribble to the three-point line. Around everyone, left-hand layup scores.
Nice job by Grubbs taking it to the basket right there. And the Bremen faithful.
One by Hanover Central on the ground. Stilley tried to skip it across court. Gets it back to Kincaid. 2 minutes though in the third. Across the timeline is Grubbs. Hanover's been man-to-man exclusively the entire ballgame. Foster gets it, tries to go baseline, knocked away by Noel. Right in the hands of Grubbs. Her layup's good. Eliana Grubbs uses the dribble, skips it to Shively. Shively gets to the elbow. Grubbs gets a screen from Moyer. Grubbs still has it. She's trying the right side. Penetrates, gets by Ankwitz. Layup up good. Eliana penetrates. Grubbs free throw line. Foster, 3 from up top right. She got it.
To our right are kind of asking. They thought it went off of Bremen.
Grubbs at the point, 5:15 to go. Camilla is in a good defensive stance. Shively skips it to Moyer. She won't take that shot. Foster gets the screen over to Grubbs. Grubbs will go baseline left hand, gets around Camilla, lays it up and gets it. Eliana Grubbs. 32-28 Bremen. Just up 3 with the ball. Grubbs inbounds. Camilla and Doty with the trap. Here comes Ferry. She gets around both of them, goes up. She's fouled by Stilley and she'll shoot 2. As I told you off air, Kenny, Grubbs is the one girl that can do that for Bremen that Ferry can do for Hanover is create her own. And she went by 2 defenders there, drew a foul, and she's going to the line.
And really, guys, right now, if you're Bremen, you really don't have to shoot. I mean, Hanover's got to come out and get you. So basically, it's going to come down to them having to make free throws. As the first one is good by Grubbs.
She's shooting free throws 65% on the year.
2 possession game, 38-34, minute 23. Grubbs has the second one also. Here, Quason Doty, who fouled out. So 2 shots here for Grubbs. 4 of 6 on the day, 5 of 7. 40-37. Hanover has 1 timeout. If they go up here and make this and Hanover scores, they got to use that timeout to stop the clock. 4-point lead. 2 possessions.
First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Talk about this game tonight. I mean, it was a struggle for you guys to get to the basket in the first half. What were they doing defensively that gave you a lot of trouble?
I think they were kind of over-helping each other and just like getting their hands and reaching in on us. But I think we were able to slow it down and get it moving a little bit more.
Talk about the way you were able to hit from the free throw line tonight. I mean, you hit some big free throws down the stretch. Really, this game was really won for you guys at the free throw line.
Yeah, free throws are big for us right now. We've been really working on these in practice, so I just knew if I could get to the basket and draw that foul, I could hit these.
How much of playing that schedule that you guys played at the NIC really benefited you tonight?
Oh, they really pushed us to go hard and work harder because we knew that we were capable of doing these things, and it shows.
From where you guys were at Christmas to now being 2 wins away from playing for a state championship, how do you explain it with this group?
Man, our group is so close right now that our team chemistry is like so good right now that I feel like we can just beat any team right now, but we got to really work harder to get there, but I think we can do it.
And talk about the crowd that came here tonight. Unbelievable when you look over at how loud they were for you guys in the second half.
Yeah, they're incredible. They really supported us a lot, and that helped a lot to get the other team probably nervous, I would say so. But they pushed us, and we are thankful for their support, really.
Well, go enjoy this one. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dale and Darryl, back to you.
Well, pretty much summed up what happened right there.
Fans have come out to see some more sharp shooting from Kyla Foster, the 5'6" junior, approaching 1,000 points for her career. This week she was named to the All-Northern Indiana Conference team, averaging 18 points and 4 rebounds a game. And she'll need some help from Eliana Grubbs, the 5'7" sophomore, averaging 11 points a game and 6 rebounds. Really, those two players give Bremen a nice inside-out threat to work with for head coach Alex Robinson.
And the keys to win for Coach Robinson, athletics. Kyla Foster, 5'6" junior, 17.8 points per game. How did she get them? From beyond the arc, 62 threes this year. Mickey Shively, a 5'9" senior, committed to Dayton for softball, averaging 7.5 points per game. Emma Kincaid is a 5'5" sophomore guard, 10.3 points per game. Eliana Grubbs, a 5'7" sophomore guard, 11.2 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, leads the team in assists, blocks, and offensive rebounds. And Naomi Moyer, a 5'10" junior, averaging 2 points per game and 5 rebounds per contest.
Here comes Ferry the other way for Hanover Central. Ahead to Stilley, great catch, a little too strong. Boone off the bench for Hanover Central. And then contact and a travel called on Emmy Doty. She wanted to push from behind, doesn't get it. Larry Gilbert wants a timeout. We'll take it as well. 2:07 to go in the first quarter. Bremen leads 4-2. Timeout sponsored by Vito. Enough, and that opens things up. Stilley is blocked out of bounds. And good sportsmanship here as Tegan Feathers helps her up.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is globally known as the knowledge source for metal finishing.
And the rebound trickles to Hanover Central. Bremen now 0 for 7 from outside, but they get a steal here from Grubbs. And Moyer gets the rebound for Bremen. At the other end, great drive and away up by Grubbs.
Just an outstanding ball fake drive by Grubbs going inside for the
reverse layup, but Bremen comes away with a rebound in the person of Grubbs, and the Lions want to run. They get down the floor, and Kincaid is fouled on the way up by Ankowitz, and that's the poor transition defense that troubled Larry Gilbert in the first half.
Take a look at the replay.
But they've got a chance to make it to the semi-state if they can come from behind. They'll have to stop players like Grubbs, though, as Eliana now has 6.
Most of the starters out of the game right now for Hanover Central.
Grubbs with the right hand, driving in, 4-2. The kids are all right for Bremen. The offensive end.
She's done an excellent job all day. The one offensive weapon Bremen has had is Grubbs' ability to penetrate inside. And she's done an excellent job of
around Knoll and then Duffy. Foster for 3, yes. They've been waiting for them in minutes. Gets it over to Foster. Now Grubbs. Grubbs going to work on Comia and took her right down the baseline for 2. Eliana now with 10. Central.
That was turnover number 14 for Bremen today.
Doty with a wild shot that goes to go. It's Grubbs on a great drive, and she's hammered by Stilley.
I mean, we've talked about it, but Grubbs' ability to cut and drive inside has been exceptional. And there she finds the open lane and goes right through it and sends herself to the free throw line, brought to you by Bremen Athletics.
Eliana, three-sport athlete, volleyball and softball. Softball probably her best sport. Her father is the Goshen College pitching coach. But she's had 14 games in double figures this year, including today. She has 11 points so far. Eliana Grubbs may be the person talking with Bo Hunt after this one, and she has definitely made her mark here in this tournament. She had a double-double in the sectional championship, 15 points and 11 rebounds in that game. I don't have her rebound total today, but she's got 12 points, and as you have mentioned, Aj, has made a bevy of plays to create offense in a very offensive limited game for Bremen.
Absolutely has done a fabulous job, and what a steady sophomore presence here tonight. Again, Alex Robinson saying his sophomores play more like seniors than they even sophomores or juniors.
And Grubbs is fouled, but everybody from Bremen thinking they're going to the line. No, you're not. You're not going to the line for a while.
Well, they're okay with that.
Sure, they want time to come off the clock.
And they killed 8 seconds off the clock there on that one. So it's still, again, now 3 fouls before. And Bremen is just killing the clock themselves, running into the backcourt there, blowing off another 3 seconds on the clock.
And again, these are savvy plays, whether it's Coach Robinson calling it or Grubbs doing it on her own. Either way, it's the smart move.
Well, my assumption is this is what was discussed in the huddle, right? Hey, let's play keep away.
Foster, and she had the jersey tugged and nothing happened. Stolen by Knoll. Here's Ankowitz. No good. Bremen wins it. The Lions are headed to the Elite Eight after beating Hanover Central 41-37.
What a game, and congratulations to the youthful Bremen Lions. One senior, and here they are going to semi-state.
The St. Joseph County Police Department post-game show, our player of the game and electrifying play of the game all come your way after this on 46.
Standing by with our player of the game, Eliana Grubbs, 14 points in the regional championships. What's going through your mind right now being regional champs?
There's a lot going on. I don't even know. This is so cool right now because, like, this has only been the 3rd time that we've ever done this, and this group is so special. I think we can go even further.
A lot of people wrote you guys off around Christmas time, but you guys really came together in about the last month. What was it that brought you guys together?
I think our team chemistry right now, we've really been hanging out a lot lately, so, like, bringing us closer together, working the ball a little bit more, trusting each other. That's really what's done it.
Coming from a small community like Bremen, what does it mean to have all the support here in this gym tonight?
Oh man, this crowd's been amazing. Them coming all support us, like almost our whole town, I don't even know. But it's so amazing.
Hey, congratulations on being our player of the game and regional champs.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
So now Bremen heads to the semi-state, and they'll find out tomorrow at 2 o'clock on IHSATV.org not only who they'll play, but where they'll play and when they'll play. Right now, they don't care. They're celebrating a regional tie.
They got a police escort when they won the sectional. I guarantee you.
Up 2. Eliana Grubbs splitting the defenders. Oh, the left-hand finger roll finish. 14 points to lead the Lions to its first regional championship in 38 years. 41-37 over Hanover Central, seeking its first semi-state appearance since going back-to-back in 1985-86. 45 seconds left in the first. Wildcats push around. Skylar Ferry maneuvers amongst the trees for the deuce. HC led by 1 into the second quarter. Here come the Lions. Emma Kincaid using the screen. Hello from the outside. Kincaid with 11 points ties the game at 9. 3 minutes left in the half. Bremen up 2. Eliana Grubbs splitting the defenders. Oh, the left-hand finger roll finish. 14 points to lead the Lions to its first regional championship in 38 years. 41-37 over Hanover Central. So we go to 2.
Featuring Bremen, who took on Hanover Central in their matchup. First quarter, Hanover starts scoring first. Drive from Emmy Doty. That's good. Wildcats in front to start this game. Before long, though, Bremen catches up. Down the sideline is Michaela Shively, stops and fires here mid-range. Bucket for her. So the Lions, they take the lead, but just back and forth we go. Now for Hanover, Skylar Ferry along the baseline. Game high 15 points for her. Bremen, though, was the team with more scores. That's Kyla Foster, the easy bucket. She had 12 points. Then a little bit later, Eliana Grubbs, team high 14 for her. The Lions, they win a close one, 41-37. They're moving on.
And Norwell, and again, in this group, you've got some of the best teams from outside of 4A throughout the course of the season. Bremen 11-11 going into the postseason. But that's of little matter now because they are still playing. They beat a really good Tippecanoe Valley team by 2 in overtime to get to the semi-state round, or the regional round rather. Bremen in the semi-state for the first time in 38 years. Here you're seeing Hamilton Heights, their victory over Woodland. Again, Hamilton Heights has been outstanding all season long. Northwood, 4 years removed from being a state championship team. This is the 12th semi-state appearance in Northwood's illustrious history. And these are two tremendous teams that got together in terms of Norwell and Benton Central. Norwell outlasting Benton Central to keep their season going. All of their losses this year have come to teams in the 4A classification. They have played a tremendous schedule, has head coach Eric Thornton's squad. So with that, once again, here's Paul Knighting with the draw for 3A North.
Very good. 3A North. First up in the first game as the visitor will be Hamilton Heights. Hamilton Heights' opponent as the home team will be Norwell. And in our second contest, we have Bremen as the visiting team, and the home team will be Northwood.
So once again, to recap, in terms of the 3A North pairings, Hamilton Heights, led by Cameron Runner, third in the state in scoring heading into the postseason, will take on Norwell. Bremen and Northwood then will play each other in the second game of this semi-state, again at Huntington North. With that, let's get to the 3A.
As this is as they're going to be playing Bremen.
Yeah.
It's a Lions team that's kind of picked it up in the second half of the season.
They were 8-11. I don't think anyone in there had them as a sectional champion. They were definitely not on my radar, and I have to cover them for like a living. So, but here they are, man, 15-11. They have one senior on the team, only 9 on the roster total. It's impressive that they've actually gotten this far. You mentioned Foster and Grubbs. They have been really good at just kind of picking up the offense. They are probably their 2 most talented players, and they've done a great job. And again, they're playing good defense too. To hold an opponent to 37 points in a regional game is impressive.
And I mean, these two teams have already played each other this season.
Yes. Yeah, Northwood beat them, Bremen by 8 in December. Both coaches, I talked to them today, they were like, we are not really watching that tape because both teams are different than what they were, a couple months ago, obviously.
Playing a regional championship on Saturday in front of a green sea of the Bremen faithful. In a defensive battle on wheels, the ladies did not disappoint, outlasting Hanover Central by a score of 41-37. The Lady Lions advanced to semi-state tournament on Saturday and played their neighbor, the Northwood Panthers. The last time Bremen made it to semi-state appearance was in 1986. The Lion Pride looks to continue their winning ways at host school Huntington North. Tip-off is scheduled for 12 o'clock high noon. Members of the girls basketball team are number 10, Kyla Foster.
Really special, being only the 3rd time doing it. But this group of girls is super special.
Well, it's really exciting because everybody, we see people in the hallway and they're like, congratulations. So it's really neat that everybody in the community and the school is just all in it and everything. So we're all just excited together as a town and stuff. So.
You do realize you're only a sophomore, right? You don't seem to play that way out on the court. Why is that?
Yeah, it's just been all this hard work throughout my whole career, really. Started before middle school, so just the work of my teammates here helped me out really a lot.
We all work our hardest, and I think we put in a lot of time outside of practice and stuff, and just really devote time to it and work, our hardest basically.
They have brought so much leadership. Eliana bringing a point guard as a sophomore is crazy. She's had such a big role, getting through all the pressure that we have faced. Emma, bringing in her shot, and both Emmas bringing in their shots and, really working through it and stepping up for, maybe some of the leadership roles that we haven't been able to have throughout the year, with me being the only senior. And, I'm really proud of each one of them and how they've stepped up this year.
We've got a lot of faith in our sophomores, and they came in as freshmen last year and had big roles, and we knew with the work that they put in the off season, whether that was on the court or in the weight room, they're extremely hard workers, and they've earned the right to have everybody's trust out there, and the poise that they play with is unmatched for sophomores. So we really don't look at them as sophomores at this point in the season. I've said before, I think our sophomores play with the poise of seniors, so we're really proud of them for being a huge part of getting to this point.
Kyla Foster's the team's top scorer. Instead, it's a three by Eliana Grubbs, who does shoot the three at 31%.
Second best three-point shooter on the team. Of course, you look mostly Kyla Foster's way, but a player that can really fill it up as well is Eliana Grubbs.
Here's Eliana Grubbs down inside, and the layup is good without a made three for the Panthers. Follow-up shot blocked. Allie Johnson had a shot inside taken away. It remains a 6-point. Bremen Lions have to be the best story in high school ball so far. And Kyla Foster, her first three.
But yet we have still a bunch of game to go.
Yeah. Good break to the basket off the inbounds pass, and Eliana Grubbs, we talked about her earlier, now she has 7.
Yeah, she's great, and that was a play drawn up out of the timeout there.
And if that's the case, that would be her third. Just a great, well-designed play.
Continuing to shoot, which I admire.
Speaking of threes, Foster misses, but the offensive rebound to Eliana Grubbs. After trailing by 10. Who's going to answer now for the Lions? How about Eliana Grubbs, who has 10?
Oh, she's been the answer every time they've needed a basket or just a critical play. She seems to be involved.
The sophomore hit some big threes in that win over Tippecanoe Valley. The Pilot Press did a story on that as we take a look at the 3 moments ago, and was Tippecanoe, and a chance for the Northwood Panthers. Backdoor feed, layup.
A little forced from Bremen.
Leading everybody in scoring. But she gets bailed out on a rebound by Eliana Grubbs. Claire Payne has 10. Joey said 53% shooter. You would miss intentionally here, would you?
It's a good point. I don't know that anyone would ever want to, right? Because it makes a 2-point game if she makes this. Right, but I could also have seen it as well. But they've lit it up here in the second half, and they didn't make a three in the entire first half. Now, with 4, I have done for 4 3-pointers in this second half, so they certainly turned it on that way.
Eliana Grubbs missed 2 earlier. Didn't miss there. She's got 11. Here's the biggest free throw. It makes it a 2-score game if she connects. Unless somebody have the audacity to shoot a person shooting a 3 and get a foul.
Right.
Here's the big one with 9.7 left. Jim Barber live tonight for the championship from Huntington North of the semi-state. The winner will get either
every possession they ought to have at least one, right? So this is exactly what they were hoping for. A great basket in response after that run.
Eliana Grubbs carries a 3.8 GPA. Used her intelligence there to bank it in.
She followed her shot immediately as she released it. It's not something you always see out of a young player.
No.
Sometimes you don't see that out of an older player.
And a game-winning 3 in a sectional final a couple of years ago. That's going to be a foul there instead of a tie-up.
But she has this ability just to get to the basket and be fearless about it. She also could fill it up from outside, too.
Yep.
Smart play there by Grubbs as well after the first shot on offense. So I love the way that they play and hustle. And I imagine they're going to be a tough out for Danville or Gibson Southern. Either one is going to be facing the fury of the Normal Knights.
Yeah, and I don't know why, Joey, but that defense reminds me a lot of Syracuse with the effective 2-3 that they had under Jim Boeheim for years.
Right. Yeah, the 1-3 run is so interesting because your ability to trap the ball up top and not give up passes into the post while simultaneously is a really tall order.
Excited.
Yep, including the students.
It's the beauty of high school, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Last weekend of girls high school basketball action here in the state of Indiana, and we had a local matchup today in the semi-state semifinals in Class 3A as Bremen took on Northwood. And the winner of this matchup gets to go play later on today for a chance at a trip to the state championship game. Let's pick this up right at the start. Bremen came out firing from deep. Eliana Grubbs knocks down this triple. First points of the game right there. And then later in the first half, Bremen, they're in front, but Northwood's trying to keep it tight. Ellen Branna gets her own rebound right here and then gets the put back to go. So a 6-point game at halftime. All right, let's go second half now. The Panthers are trying to make it a little bit closer. Claire Payne gets it inside. 11 points, 11 rebounds for her today, and a 4-point lead for Bremen. But the Lions just kept hitting threes. Right back down the court, kick out to Grubbs. Add another triple for her. 12 points, 13 boards today. And then less than a minute left. Lions have an 8-point lead, but Northwood isn't quite done yet. Far corner, Kinsey Hartman. Yes, cuts the lead to 5 with that shot. But the Panthers are able to get within 2, but Bremen just hits their free throws down the stretch, and they win a close one. 45-43 is your final.
That was the first thing I came over and told the girls is we're Final Four in 3A, and just how crazy that sounds. We are so proud to be here, and we're ready to keep it going. I've never really seen a team come together the way that this team has for a late season run, and all the credit goes to the girls. You know, they just decided to play a certain way, and they've kept it rolling, and that's a very confident group. They trust each other, they believe in each other, and I'm so happy to see them playing so well.
So now Bremen moves on to the state Final Four, which is actually coming up at 8 p.m. tonight. The Lions will play Norwell out of the Fort Wayne area, who beat Hamilton Heights 64-50 in their game at 10 a.m. this morning. Bremen will be hoping to reach the program's first ever state championship game. We'll have the highlights of that one actually coming up tonight.